Welcome to Young and Finch, the podcast created by Korean millennials. Welcome back to Young and Finch. My name is Brian. I'm here with Andrew and Josh. And
Yes, sir.
For this week's episode, we're going to be diving into one of our popular episodes. We're going to do part 4 of the dating series. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about our experiences with dating apps. You know, we got Tinder, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel, or whatever is out there. And I think it'll be an interesting episode. So let's dive into it, boys.
Let's do it.
Sir. So my first question, right off the bat.
Off the bat, eh? Coming in hot.
Do you guys still have dating apps on your phone?
I feel like this guy deleted his apps just before we started.
No, I'll answer very transparent. So
Okay.
I will start. Then,
Yeah.
Because you guys don't trust
Wait,
me.
let's do if you do, and then we'll list out which ones we currently have.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I have Coffee Meets Bagel on my phone right now.
Yeah.
I used to have Tinder,
Mhm.
but I actually deleted it a while back. Like actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I guess we could dive into the reasoning as well. So I have Coffee Meets Bagel, not to really actively look for someone, but it's just kind of fun looking at people when they pop out at every day on 12 o'clock p.m., right? Sorry.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, if there is a potential, then it's like, why not? But for me, for the most part, I'm not like really actively looking, like I said. So I swipe left most of the time. Unless like they're the one, right? Which is kind of hard to determine based on a profile. So
Yeah.
that's why like part of my reasons like why I swipe left most of the time. So yeah, that's me. How about you
Yeah.
guys?
What about you, Brian?
Well, it's going to be a dry episode because, you know, I'm seeing somebody, so I don't have anything as of
Good.
now.
That's the safe answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on quite a couple. Trying to live out my hot boy summer, I guess. Right now I'm on Tinder. I'm also on Bumble, and I'm also on Coffee Meets Bagel. But I would like to be on Hinge.
So if you guys want to meet up with Josh, set your radius to 10 kilometers, start from downtown Toronto.
This is not a casting call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have Hinge as well. Funny
So
story.
yeah, like what's your guys? Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would also like to have Hinge because I heard it's a lot better than the other apps.
Yeah.
But funny story, I actually got banned from Hinge, so I can't go on it anymore. And the reason for me being banned was this one time I was really, really bored on these apps because it was like literally the same people that came up, right?
Mhm.
So I was bored, so I thought, hey, maybe I could try being a girl and see what the guy says to the girl.
Jesus
So I was trying to
Christ.
catfish, and then I got caught by the algorithm behind the Hinge, and I got banned ever since.
How did they catch that?
Yeah.
I think they have a database of photos that match with your accounts.
Damn.
And so what I did was I just reapplied, or like deleted my account, and I reapplied with another photo.
Mhm.
And I guess the photo didn't match the previous accounts and shit.
Oh.
So
What photo did you use? Is from just like Google Images?
I just went to like
Hot
a
Korean
random
girl.
Instagram. Yeah, I just went to Instagram, searched a random hot Korean girl.
Don't kill
Fucking
me, bro.
Andrea Lee.
Yeah, I was trying to see how the guys, you know, hit on girls to maybe like learn something.
That's
Potentially.
fucking weird.
Or
Guys.
I was just bored. Like that's the main bottom line. I was just bored.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's kind of sus doing that, but whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah. And then what
That's
happened
weird.
was I came over to chill with him one day, and he's like, yo, let me use your number to make Hinge. I was like, at the point I wasn't using it, so I'm like, yeah, dude, for sure. He tried making an account and instantly got banned.
Okay, this time
bad.
when I was trying to use Josh's number, I was actually trying to make my own personally.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's the same, I guess, reasoning.
Yeah.
So
And then me having recently gone back on dating apps, I wanted to go back on Hinge, and I obviously couldn't because my account was banned. So I asked my brother if I could use his number, and I got his account banned.
Yo, you know what's funny? I asked my sister and I used my parents' number. I banned all of them to the shadow realm. Sorry.
Man,
But like honestly, I don't know. Like I don't know for you guys, but for me, like it's hard to find someone online that you really fuck with. Like obviously there are cases that come up and like it works out, but
yeah.
oh,
Now, when you say "fuck with,"
oh, like personality matching and all that, you know,
Yeah.
all that jazz.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then within like from your guys and Brian, you can speak from experience, right? You might not be on the app now, but you know I think we've all been on it, right?
Sure.
So, like, what's your guys' perspective on the apps? Like, which app is best used for which situation, and which ones do you like? Which ones do you don't like?
I think Tinder is more. Like
I think we can all agree.
I think Tinder was like the grandfather of dating apps. That's like what kicked everything off. So in the beginning it was okay. But now I feel like it's just like a app just to like fuck around and hook up and just like have like one night stands or whatever. Something more casual.
Yeah.
For the most part, right?
For the most part.
Some cases, you know.
Yeah.
It's different. But anyways, yeah, you're right.
And definitely nothing wrong with that. We're all inclusive here.
And I think Coffee Meets Bagel is a little bit more serious. More real. People that are looking to like, you know, get into like an actual relationship and actually like build something. And then I feel like Hinge is just kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel like Hinge is more catered towards serious too, though, because they do have, you know, how Tinder doesn't really have a personality, like what I don't like, all that shit.
Yeah.
But Hinge and Coffee Meets Bagel has that, like a profile.
Yeah.
So. I don't know, but yeah, I guess I see your point. It is kind of in the
And I think I don't know if it's true now, but like for Hinge and Coffee Meets Bagel, I think you could like there's more preferences on like, you know, which ethnicity you fuck with or you know like
height.
Age,
let's dive into that later.
You know, things like that.
I want to dig into that a little bit.
Whereas Tinder is just like a big pool of like whoever's around kind of thing. Yeah.
Same with Bumble.
Or Bumble too. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, honestly. Like we say this, but like people could be meeting from Coffee Meets Bagel and just hook up, right?
Definitely, yeah.
And people on Hinge could meet up and
for sure.
And like I'm saying this because sorry, I'll just say that. But
what do you mean by that? Do you care to elaborate?
I won't say any names or like what happened, but it's just like shit happens, right? Like Tinder, like I had cases where Tinder it could have potentially been something.
Been relationships, yeah.
I mean, it never did, but still, I'm just saying it could 100%. Be.
Yeah.
There's cases
definitely
that,
and like Tinder has like a bad rep for that, like being notorious for like the hookup app, and it is to an extent, right? That's kind of what it was made for, but like you said, it's like it's all about how you use it, right? You can find every type of person on every app, right? So it's like it's all about what you're looking for, and it's all about what they're looking for, and if you guys meet up in that middle, right?
Yeah. And I think the general consensus about online dating apps is like you're somewhat either bored or you're just wanting to meet someone or you're just horny, right? So you would kind of lean towards these dating apps because it's so accessible and so easy to just like meet someone. Which I guess it's good and bad. But personally, I would rather. I'm sure it's same for you guys, but like meet someone that I met like in real life first,
like organically.
Yeah. Part of my reasoning is because there's a lot of catfishes in these online platforms where they take like the mad angles and the filters and shit, so you can't really trust. Another part is you can't really know the person, right, unless you meet them.
Of course. Yeah. I think we're all on the same page with that. But I think aside from being bored and horny and like I think the accessibility part is huge. Like I personally view these apps as a great way to meet people passively, right? So I still try to meet people actively through friends and through social interactions and going out and stuff like that. I'm not compromising there, but at the same time I'm also maximizing my reach by trying to connect with people in the background online, chatting up, saying what's up, trying to go on dates and stuff like that. So I personally, it's all about what you're looking for and how you use the tools. I think is ultimately like what it comes down to for me personally.
Yeah. Oh, I honestly, like, I like dating apps. It's fun.
Yeah,
honestly.
for sure.
Like, it's fun to see people online and see, like, there's a potential that you could match and meet. It's just, I personally haven't gotten to like a serious or a real relationship based off of online dating apps because, like Josh said, it's very accessible, and that kind of leads to being like the meetings being a little bit light, and no commitments because you don't have that base relationship. So I mean, it's case by case, I guess. Don't even have an input there.
I'm not a huge fan of dating apps. I feel like all of us have gone through like maybe like 20 matches, and then maybe you'll get like one that's like you kind of sort of connect with, and then it ends up doesn't turning out anyways, and then you go back on it, you match with like 20 more people, and then I don't know, it's just
20 people? Okay, relax.
Okay.
Big boy Brian with the matches.
I just feel like it's just I don't know, it's just something about like meeting a stranger online, and you just don't have that thing that Andrew was talking about. You don't have anything to start off with, so sometimes it can get kind of hard, but hey, it's worked out for some people. So
I mean, though, like I say all this and watch me get a girlfriend off of a dating app, right? So
but you guys are right. Like the starting point at which you meet these people, it's like you guys are already on the meeting on the basis that, one, you guys are attracted to each other, two, it's like you guys are looking for something, and like three, you're what I mean, it's like you're both kind of going into it blindly, and it's like it's just like it's a strange, it's normalized now, but it's kind of a strange social phenomena, you know what I mean? It's like how that's become kind of progressed into modern dating is like, I think, interesting, because before it's like you meet someone and then you get to know them and then you connect there and then you start and you grow, right? But here it's like you're really starting from fresh, like, and you have to catch up, like, what do you do, like, what's your background, like, what do you like, stuff like that, and it's like you're just like playing catch up until you're at that point where you're like, okay, like now we can see if we connect or not.
It's a different generation for sure. It's like with our generation where, things are so easy for us. We just, if you want to meet somebody, we just have to like swipe some pictures. Whereas, back in the days, we actually had to like go talk to the girl and,
pass on notes to get their numbers.
Yeah, like actually have to be attractive, But nowadays, you're just selling yourself based off pictures and like,
And COVID definitely didn't help with, or I guess it helped with the online scene. But I think to add to your points, I think just Tinder, just every online dating apps are kind of superficial, right? Like we're just basing off of a profile, and I think the slightest turnoff is gonna kind of shy away from you meeting that person or continuing to meet that person if it's off of a social media app, as opposed to someone that you have some base with, then I think you might overlook it. Like, for instance, I had this case where I met someone off of Hinge back when I had Hinge, and she was all chills and shit, but like there's this one thing that really not aligned with. So like the thing that didn't really align was she was very, very second gen, like very second gen. Like she was born. This was when I was in the States. She was born in States. And she barely knew Korean, and she was like those, like, those LA girls that grew up and like she's like, oh my god, girl, like those type of girls, like actual like second gen. Yeah. And just like the code. We mentioned this in the last episode, but like the conversation that we're having, the interests that we had, like, it was just not the same. Like she Like she wasn't a Korean or anything, but she liked K-pop. I don't like K-pop,
Yeah.
and like some like Korean jokes like she wouldn't get. I'm like not going anywhere, right?
Maybe you're just not
So-
funny.
Nah,
No, I'm playing.
I don't know about that.
Have you thought of that,
bro?
bro?
But for those of you who don't know what second gen is, please tune into our episode 32 where we talk about all about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so yeah, like at one point in the date, I realized this was not gonna work out. So I kind of like I have this thing where when I meet someone and I don't feel like it's gonna work out, I just don't act interested. I mean, I guess everyone does that, but mine's pretty prominent,
Did you
Mhm.
ghost
and I
her?
act kind of. I didn't ghost her. I just acted like I wasn't interested, and I was very
Dry.
like not. I was dry and like I was being weird a little bit. Like I didn't. I basically acted like I didn't care.
Yeah,
This is like in person or like afterwards?
was in person.
Like on.
It was in
oh,
person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
during
in
the
person.
date still.
Yeah. So I'm saying like I couldn't tell from the profile, right? And then when I met her, I like these little things turned me off, and I was like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. And I stopped texting her,
Yeah.
and I guess it was mutual because like she didn't text me either. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I had some rapport, like I would have kind of known her not as a girl, but as a person,
Yeah.
and like probably based on that, I would see if I could like go further or not. But
Yeah.
you know, you can't really tell if you're meeting someone off of their profile, right? So
Yeah.
that's just my point. It's just,
Definitely some of the limitations of using dating apps.
yeah, it was a good experience. Don't get
For
me
sure.
wrong,
Yeah.
but you know, just didn't work out, which is fine.
I think there's a big difference when you meet someone on dating apps because like both of you guys are meeting up at a state of mind where like you're trying to build something, whereas if you meet someone like just as a friend and then just kind of start off just just like as a friend, it's more natural, more organic, and then there's no what's the word I'm looking
It's
for?
not that mindset that you're trying to like hit on her.
Yeah,
It's like it's not
Yeah.
forced.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
pressure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
but
Yeah, it's yeah,
It's all about how you
So-
navigate it, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, like I have another story where so I tell my friends like if I met someone off of online or whatever,
Mhm.
and a lot of people told me like maybe you should try giving a chance, like an extra chance, like
Yeah.
just keep meeting them and see, and kind of overlook the things that turn you off and
mhm.
see the better points or whatever, right? So I was like, all right, bet, let's try that.
But
So there's this, so I was like, all right, so there's this other girl that I met off of Hinged, and she was very nice. Like she was like super nice, super sweet.
Mhm.
But like just the physical attraction wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
So obviously that's a big thing for personally for me.
mhm.
Yeah, for a lot of
And-
people, too.
For a lot of people too, yeah. But
Yeah, for
like
sure.
for me personally, it's just one of the bigger ones. And so like I told one of my friends that I was meeting, I met this girl and like she's very nice. I told like what I just said,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, yeah, well, just give it a chance, man. Like you always meet them once, and if you don't like them, like, you just stop meeting them. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. Just give them a chance. I was like, all right, true, fine, let's try it. And I met her like 2 more times after that. And then when you like, when you don't like someone, you just don't like someone,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you can't force that, right?
No, you
If you
can't.
if you force feelings, it's like shit, It's like going to the toilet. It's shit. If you force it, it's shit.
But what was the reason that you weren't interested? Purely physical?
Yeah, like the physical attraction wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I tried to like make it work,
Mm-hmm.
right? We even went drinking, but
Yeah.
I like felt nothing. So
Yeah.
after the third day, like I felt like I was kind of leading her on. So
But do you
I
think
texted her, I was
do you
like-
think you're physically attractive too? Because it has to reciprocate both ways.
Or
I
like,
thought
was
she
she,
liked
was
me.
she physically attracted?
Yeah.
Or maybe not physically, but was she attracted? Like, was she down?
I think she was down. She was texting me first a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's just like the signs were there. Like
Sure.
the first girl that I mentioned before, like I knew she wasn't down. It was just a mutual thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this girl, like, she was down. But like I try to respect it, and then I told her like I don't think this will work out.
Yeah.
which is okay. So I'm just like, my point is, just go with your guts. That's my point.
Our point is, she has to be hot.
Yeah.
Point
I mean,
is,
for me, in
Andrew's
my eyes,
eyes
yes.
are as tall as his head.
Yeah, they have to be. I mean, they have to be attracted to you, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
That
it's
goes
a
out-
two-way
go-
street. It's a
Yeah,
two-way
it goes
street.
without saying, you know.
Of course. Yeah.
True.
So I think one thing would be interesting for us to kind of touch on is like, I think most of our listeners are actually like women or females. So like, I think it would be interesting to kind of maybe not expose, but touch more on like, I guess, our mindset going into the apps, what we're looking for, stuff like that. And like, I guess our experience with the apps, because honestly, it's such a different ball game from when women are on dating apps versus when we're on dating apps. Like, I don't know if you saw, like, it's a completely different experience. Like, for guys, it's like, you know, maybe if you're like a Greek god with like chiseled abs and you're like 7'7" and you're like, you know,
Are you talking about me,
absolutely
bro?
beautiful. I'm looking, yeah, exactly. If you look like Brian, like maybe it's different, but like I think for most guys, it's like, yeah, like we get a couple matches here and there, you know, we get maybe, you know, a couple like, you know, good matches, a couple people that we connect with, like Brian said, but for women, it's like every swipe is a match. You know what I mean? It's like a pure numbers game, and they're like on their side, it's so oversaturated. So it's like at that point, it's like for us guys, we need to stand out. We need to do something that we're gonna put us aside from everyone else, kind of thing, right? So like with you guys, like what's your guys' experience with like, I guess, like your approach to opening like conversations, like what's your bio like how are you trying to, you know, like show yourself, or like, you know, how are you putting yourself out there on these apps and stuff?
Like I said, I guess like social media is a very visually stimulating app.
Superficial for sure.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you have a great personality or whatever. That's hidden behind this layer of like, you know, a chiseled abs, or, you know, like a doctor or whatever, you know.
Brian's chiseled abs.
Oh, I wish. But so it's hard, man, because like no matter like if you have a great pickup line or if you have a shitty pickup line, like if the person is not engaged like off the bat just by looking at the photo kind of thing,
Yeah.
then you know, nothing's there, you know. It's just pure spec, pure resume, you know.
Yeah.
Sad reality.
But also like that's not to say not all girls are like that. Like some girls are willing to you know, go past that physical stimulation, things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean at that point you just kind of feel the vibes, you know. See, at that point it's like a real, you know, conversation, you know, like you try to be yourself, and also, you know, be funny and, you know, lighthearted, you know, get to know that person a little bit, and then share a little bit about yourself. And then, you know, if you guys feel like exchanging Instagram, and, you know, I feel like a lot of the guys and girls do, it's like a thing now. You talk a little bit and then you share your Instagram, and then you kind of like get an idea of what that person is like, and then you start DMing there, and then you'll kind of meet up. But yeah, I think I think that's just, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like you kind of just like generally covered the entire process. But like for you, like specifically, like were this like things that you were like, this is what I need to do to make it fun, or like this is how I want to express myself? You know what I mean? Like specifically, if there is anything. Like for me personally, it's like I have what I'm learning now, but we can touch on this later. But like I have to enjoy the message I'm sending. Like they have to be funny to me. Right? You know what I mean? Like I have to. And I have to show my personality in that kind of thing. So that's where I don't really compromise. Whereas some people are like, my profile has to be like externally like perfect. Like I have to like get my best photos. I have to like, you know, show all my specs. Like I'm 6 foot. I, you know, whatever. I work in this industry. Blah blah blah. Right. But for me, like my profile is like engineer at @ company. Like whatever. Like I do whatever. It doesn't matter. My height, it's not on it. But like stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just want to be yourself, right? You don't want to portray an image that you're not.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think what you're doing is good as long as you're having fun. Like, just be yourself. And if the other person vibes with that, then that's a good thing, that they're vibing with you, like with who you are genuinely.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I personally like that too. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on dating apps, so I can't like give you like a specific answer. It just
it's hard to recall.
Yeah.
True. For
Andrew,
me,
what about you?
mine's very simple. I just have a couple of good photos of me without filters because I preach my word. I don't put filters or put any angles.
Yeah.
Because I like to keep it real.
And you hate catfishes.
I fucking hate catfish. I catfished like once. So I'm like, that's so cheesed.
But weren't you just saying you were about a catfish?
Well, it's like catfishing with a different photo, right?
Oh.
I'm talking about catfishing with like your own photo, but it's like mad filtered and mad angled and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't do that.
You only catfish different beings.
Exactly. I only catfish my non-existent friend. Yeah, and then as for like the bios and whatnot, I keep it super simple. I try not to reveal myself a lot so that I could talk about it, and I do that because when I try to talk to them through messaging, I try to like my mindset is if I want to meet them, I'm gonna try to set up something as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So it kind of like I get works out because if the opposite party is also interested in me, then they're probably willing to find out more about me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I ask them, they'll be more willing to be down and shit. Just keep it simple. Try to make the conversation in real life as soon as possible, and hope for the best.
Nice.
I have a question for you guys. Like, how soon do you guys like set a date? Like, you guys are talking, I guess,
ASAP.
a little bit. But like, how ASAP? You guys go like, hey.
Oh,
you free?
yo, if I could get the vibe like right away within like 5 texts, I'd probably do it then.
5 texts, eh?
Like I'm saying if ASAP, if I could do it in like
Yeah.
2 texts, I would try 2 texts.
Yeah.
But like my steps are the same as yours, Brian, or as everyone else's. Is like try to get their Instagram or phone numbers
Yeah.
as soon as possible first,
True.
and then go like in the DM. I'll be like, say something witty.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I found that if you're witty, it actually doesn't work that well. If you're actually like just straight on and say like, when do you want to meet up?
Yeah.
Then they're more like the girls are more receptive to that.
Really?
I feel because like I've had cases where I've matched with girls that I wasn't interested just for fun,
Yeah.
and I would just say some bullshit like things that I don't care, right?
Oh, okay.
Like I would try out things that I know wouldn't work, and try to be like witty, if you will. But those actually got shut down more so than when I was actually serious about
It's
meeting
because they
people.
weren't witty.
Maybe that's why.
It's
But,
because
like-
they're stupid.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
No, it might be
Yeah.
stupid. But my point is like if I was serious and trying to meet them seriously, then it tends to work out more because I'm in a more serious tone. Which,
That's interesting because my whole approach was the same. And again, I'm at this current moment, I've been on it for maybe a couple months. So like it's been a long time since I've been on. So I'm still like kind of readjusting and relearning the landscape and what to do and stuff like that. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But so my initial approach was similar. It's like, listen, like I don't like small talk. I don't really like texting too much. Let's try to set up a date as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that, but then it would be like boom, 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 talk, haha, whatever. And then I'd be like, oh, let's grab a drink or something. Or like, oh, let me get your whatever. And it would always just end there. And then I was like, maybe I'm asking too soon without building enough rapport, right?
Mm-hmm. And
And so now I'm sort of switching not my strategy, but I guess my approach that like I want to, I guess, build a bit more conversation before. Because like I'm the same. Like I want to go meet up in person as soon as possible. I don't want to waste time, and I feel more confident in my in-person game than in like my text game is so bad. Like I'm so shit at
Same,
texting.
yeah.
So I'm like, and like I'm so weird. Like I send weird gifs and it doesn't make sense, and my emojis are weird because like I'm cracking up laughing at it, but then the girls are like, "What the fuck? Why does he sound like a robot head or something?" Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
so then like I'm like, let's just like meet in person, and then they're not down, and I'm like, what the hell? So Yeah, I'm changing my approach a little bit, but I guess depends on the person, depends on what the interaction is and like how attracted they are to you and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah. To add to your point, I always. So you know how you try to like have some like a little bit of conversation still, like just to get to know them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just until you ask them like let's chill.
Yeah.
I've had so many cases where, like I would do the little conversation.
Yeah.
And it just stops. Right. It's just not that fun anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, so like just randomly like, so when do you want to meet up? Like straight like out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were like, whenever they gave me a date to meet up
yeah.
and shit. Which is,
that's another thing too.
Maybe,
it's like
maybe try that.
It's like maybe like I know what you mean, Josh. Too. It's like you want to build that rapport, a lot before you go, so then that way like you don't waste time, you know, and things like that. But also like I've also received like, you know, Andrew's side too, where it's like the report was too long, and I think the girl got bored, and she's like, why isn't she like why isn't he like asking me out? You know, like what is this?
Oh no,
like,
definitely, yeah. Yeah.
And then like the conversation just dropped.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to tell. Like you can't win both sides.
No, I feel that. Yeah, when I say report, I'm talking like I guess maybe at the beginning I was like 3 messages and then I'm like, let's grab a drink.
Yeah.
Like just right off, like literally like the day of kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But now like my rapport is more like a couple days. So it's not like it's nothing crazy. I'm not like texting them for like weeks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure it's like tricky.
I also think the length of the text that you send matters, because I send like super short texts. Like I don't ask them how they are doing first of all if I don't know them, right? I only ask like simple questions like. Actually, no. I only ask when we could. Yeah, I always try to cater my questions towards if we could meet or not. Actually, now that I think about it.
And like I think. For me, like that makes sense. Like I agree with you. I'm like, let's meet as soon as possible. But I think from a woman's perspective, in our cases, right? And like since we're trying to like meet women. Like I think in a woman's perspective, it's also like he's a stranger. I don't know him. Mm-hmm. It's like to go meet with this guy after 4 messages could be a little bit weird. Like let's get to know each other a little bit too. So there might be a bit of like comfortability, safety. You know, things that kick in as well. So I don't know. Sure. Again, depends on some girls are like, I'm down, and it's like. Okay, sick. And then some other girls are like, what? And then, you know, they match you or whatever. But
it's a very, you're like the guy on a rope, like balancing on top. It's like,
exactly.
If you lean one way, you're going to fall the other way. You're going to fall the other way.
Oh, that was too long. Oh, that was too short. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, this is kind of unrelated, but like after I met this girl off of like Coffee Meets Bagel, I think, and then I asked her where like her area like she lived in. Yeah. Like the area, not like the freaking address. Yeah.
But even that's a little sus.
No, I was just like, do you live in like King, like the financial district or like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not, I don't feel comfortable sharing. I was like, okay, relax. First of all, I don't care that much about where you live.
Yeah.
So like,
you'll be driving down around King Street like with your windows open.
But I was like thinking of making a joke at that moment. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking find your house and like stalk your ass.
That's not funny.
It's not, but it's funny to me because like I know I'm joking. Or am I? Sorry.
That's kind of like there's this girl I'm talking to right now, and I love sending GIFs, whatever you call them, like how you pronounce them. But I love sending GIFs, and my GIF choices are kind of like not typical, and so there are a couple questionable ones. Like there's one GIF of like Jack Nicholson who's like smiling, he's like
exactly,
creepily nodding, right? And like those ones, like to me in the context work. But I remember I was talking to this girl, and then like at the end, I got her number, and we're planning to meet, and then she's like, you know, like I don't know whether to laugh at your GIF choices or to be scared, and I'm like, that's not a good sign. That's never a good sign. Yeah. So I'm like, no, like I don't know. I thought it was funny, but it was all cleared up. But I'm like, just because you think it's funny, like they think it's funny, you know? Yeah.
It's hard to know unless you guys really get to know each other.
Yeah. In the end, if you think it's funny, that's that. Honestly, like, who gives a fuck if they don't think you're funny? Sorry.
Yeah, too many obstacles, man. Too many variables on dating apps.
So do you guys have any like bad experiences with dating apps? Like maybe Like the catfish one, I know you mentioned, but
The catfish one, the multiple dates one.
Oh yeah,
that wasn't worth it.
So many bad experiences, eh?
Yeah, just I would argue like the catfishes are the worst experiences though. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like it's like you have some expectation and that's been crushed.
Yeah.
That's kind of tough, I swear. That's why I don't try to, like when I was younger, I'd meet people left and right without having that much of a filter. But obviously, as you grow older, it's like you see more things that you look for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like nowadays, I'm more picky because I don't want to waste my time and money, which are like two important things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say just catfish that really hindered my experiences.
Yeah.
If you will.
Brian, what about you? If you could dig deep to the depths of your memory.
Bad experiences?
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing bad about dating apps is like it has like a toxic effect on your mental health sometimes.
Definitely. Oh, and in what way?
How so? Yeah.
In your what do you
like
think?
I don't know. It's an app, right? So it's designed to like hit those dopamine parts in your brain, and sometimes like you're vibing with somebody, and then they just suddenly go away, and then you start doubting yourself. You're just like, fuck, like, you know, like what did I do wrong? Like, or am I not good enough? And like you just have those kind of those doubts, and I don't know. It's just like you match with someone that's like pretty or whatever, and then you know they don't reciprocate, you know, the same interest as you, and then you start doubting yourself even more.
Yeah.
So just like I don't have like a bad like on like real life experience when I went on dates, but I think you know, just that feeling of like, oh, you're waiting for that hot girl to like message back or whatever. I feel like those things can be pretty bad experience, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, it's like like expectation, like Andrew said, right? It's like, and then being disappointed.
Yeah.
Then also it's like, I think it sounds over dramatic, but depending on the person, I think you have to kind of be ready for like some like self deprecation or self reflection, or you're kind of like, am I ugly? Or you know what I mean? Like, maybe if you're like not in the best headspace, it might not be a good time for you. But
but I think at the same time, it could be taken very lightly.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
So it goes both ways.
Yeah, for sure.
For
me, I was debating whether to save this or something for later, but this is actually my first Tinder date ever, and it was so bad.
Tinder?
Yeah, this is back in uni, and I was traumatized. Andrew knows because he was living with me at the time. So basically, when Tinder first came out, it was this big thing like, oh, this is a hookup app. If you want to like, you know, meet girls and just like have casual, like it's so easy, just do it, right? So I was like, oh, okay, you know, like at that point, like I didn't even really date people, and I was like so innocent. So I was like, you know, like let me try it out. Let me try to meet some cool people and see what happens and stuff. So I matched with this chick, and we're like texting. And then I was like, oh, you know, like we should hang out or whatever. And she's like, okay, like what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, you can like come over, we can chill after class, like in between classes. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'm down. I was like, okay, sweet. We set a time, we set a date, we met up, and then like we just like it was like NPC, like non-playable characters in games. We're just like walking and not talking. You know what I mean? And then we get back to my place at the time, which it was like I was Andrew's roommate, and then like it was just so weird, and obviously I didn't know what to do, and I was like, this is my first time, like one of my first times like just like hanging out with the girl, and I was like so awkward, and she was awkward, and it was like just 2 hours of just awkwardness. And then she was like, okay, I gotta go. I was like, okay, you know, obviously absolutely nothing happened, and I'm totally okay with that. And then after that I was like texting the guys, I'm like, yo, first Tinder date, that was weird. You know, I don't know if I did it right. And then, you know, like 10 minutes later, I was like, I can't find my wallet. I was like, yo, I can't find my wallet. And I was texting, I'm like, looking at the house. I was texting I'm like, yo, like, I think this chick stole my wallet.
Shit.
And then everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, that, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then I was so mad. And I messaged her. I was like, did you take my wallet? And then she was like, what? And I was like, I can't find my wallet. And you're the only person that I met. I'm sorry if I'm putting you on the spot, but
Yeah.
I have to ask you, like, did you take it? And she's like, I'm so offended. Like, how could you even ask that? Like, whatever. And then I was like so upset. I'm like, I hate Tinder. I hate this chick. I'm deleting Tinder. I'm not going to dating apps, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next day I get a call. I call, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, hello. And it's like, oh, this is the on-campus gym. We found your wallet in the locker change room. I was like, shit. Thank you. I'll go pick it up in 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I texted the girl. I was like, hey, so funny story. Crazy thing, but like, the school called. You're off the hook. Anyways, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. I apologize for everything I've done. But
Damn.
that actually traumatized me a little bit. Like, that scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your bad first experience goes a long way,
Exactly. So I think after that, I wasn't on Tinder for like maybe a couple of years because I was so traumatized.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. It happens.
But then you hear some of the crazy, like the really crazy Tinder stories, like where, guys are crazy or girls are crazy or like, like they like do some weird shit like they shit or something, like shit like that. And you're like, man, this is like,
Yeah.
It's risky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it is risky.
Yeah.
Unless, like, you're the recipient of someone that's hot, sorry.
What?
Yeah, imagine if you were on a date with someone hot, you'd be like, I'm down.
But what if she was hot, but she was crazy? Like, you just don't know, you know what I mean?
True. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know then, I guess. I don't know.
And just like, she's
Go on.
hot?
Go
I'll
on,
let
find
this
out, I
slide.
guess, if you're-
Andrew's like, she's hot? I'm gonna risk it all.
Yeah. Nah, but there are some hot, crazy girls that aren't worth it, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people who are maybe new to dating apps or maybe, maybe they're new to dating culture, maybe they're younger or just not as experienced, that happens. So what are some tips you guys would give based on your experience for maybe navigating through the app? What's like some ways that guys and, women can have, a good time on the app in your guys' opinion and experience?
I think everything should be in moderate. You don't want to be that guy that is known to swipe right on everyone and go on dates with everyone. Because I don't know about other communities, but like the Korean community especially, like
Oh, yeah, definitely.
people know if you're like a fuckboy, if you're wanting to just fucking shit. Because I had this recent case where I met someone, like I met a friend's roommate, and like we went to the same school, so I'm not gonna say the name obviously, but I went to someone else, like another friend that I had, and asked him if he knew the friend's roommate that I met. I
Yeah.
don't know if I explained that right, and he's like, yeah, I know him. Isn't he known for like just being horny and shit? I was like, oh, true. Like people know.
Just like reputation, yeah.
Yeah, so I think everything in moderation is very important. So to keep your back in check, first of all,
Yeah.
and at the same time, you don't want to be known as that guy. So
Yeah.
I think just keep that in mind, and ED, just if you want to be on a dating app, just go meet people, but again with moderation and don't be crazy.
Yeah, like tread slowly.
Yeah,
And
tread
carefully.
slowly. Tread the calm waters first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah. No, that's actually such a good point. Like, do you guys think that, like, when you guys meet a Korean person, like, you're always kind of like, fuck, like, who do they know? Who do I know? Kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm always conscious of that.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I always try to save my back first.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing, but, like, I guess it's just natural, right? Like,
Yeah, it's our defensive mechanism, right?
yeah. It's not even that, like, I'm not worried about them being like, oh, like, this guy's a fuckboy or whatever. It's just by default, you're kind of like, who do they know? Who do I know? Like, in the case this goes to shit, like, like what's kind of, it sounds stupid though, but yeah.
No, and you don't want a bad reputation just in general. That's why.
Yeah.
You don't want to be labeled as the guy who fucking goes around and.
Well, I mean,
it's
yeah.
like I don't want to be that guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
But at the same time, like, should that stop you from,
Exactly. At the same time, it shouldn't. But I
Yeah.
think the idea that labels you as like a fiend wouldn't be there if you did it in moderation.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Because it is human nature to go on dates, like
yeah.
have sex and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just as long as you're reasonable and not like fucking crazy and shit,
Yeah, like
or
super
like not
aggressive.
horny, like not again moderation.
Yeah.
It should be okay in my opinion.
Yeah, it's tough with the Korean community.
It is. Yeah.
And other like small, like other minority or like country communities and stuff like that. Like that happens. Yeah. Brian, what about you? Any tips for using the app?
I don't know. I feel like what Andrew said is, I feel like it's not necessarily about the social dating app. It's just about that individual person.
Yeah, for sure.
So that brings me to another point. It's like dating app. There's a lot of like guys or girls that are just, looking to hook up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if that's your cup of tea. By all means, like I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but I don't know, a good way to use dating apps. Honestly, like fuck dating apps. Just meet someone organically. Like work on yourself. Go out and like go take classes or take do things that you have actually interest and meet someone organically.
Definitely.
I think
that's honestly the best.
I think that's
way.
the best way, man. Like I
Straight
can't
up.
give
It
you
is the
I can't
best
give you
way.
an advice on how to best navigate Tinder or Coffee Meets Bagel.
Yeah. Like if I could meet someone at like a church or whatever, I'm down.
Yeah.
I would give up the dating apps right away if I could meet someone like, organically.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
No, I'm totally on board with that. But like, on top of that, if you want to use dating apps, right? Like,
Oh yeah, then moderation.
Just have fun, man. Have fun. Set dates, and then just be yourself.
Facts.
Sorry.
yeah, I totally agree.
Nice.
I think knowing what you want is important.
Yeah.
Like, do you want casual? Do you want a relationship? Do you want just to go on dates and have fun and meet people? Like, I think know what you want first before kind of going into it, because you're gonna meet a whole lot of people and everyone with different things. So it's like, in order to, I guess, navigate that and to like make sure that you're meeting people that you want to meet and you're spending time with people that are on the same wavelength. I'd say like, yeah. On top of what you guys said, just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, and be yourself. I think would be huge. I think so many times where guys are recycling openers, like, I'm not gonna say anything,
Like,
but like,
if you're a booger, I pick you. Sorry.
yeah, or like, did you fart because you blew me? Yeah, I know, those are horrible. But like, I feel like guys are always using like the same like, hey, mommy, whatever. I don't know,
Like
fuck,
that.
whatever.
Sorry.
But on that note, actually, like with Bumble, you know how women have to open men, right?
Yeah.
I think this is like a PSA to all women out there who are especially the ones that are complaining about guys being boring about their openers, or like, you're not like being interesting enough with your engagement, bro. It's when chicks open. I don't know if you guys notice this, but bro, like I've gotten so many hey,
Yeah.
and I respond, I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, how's it going? I'm like, bro, that's like zero effort. How are you gonna come up to us and be like, yo, what's up with your pickup lines? Like, girls have to understand, like, it's a two-way street, man. If you're gonna open a guy, like, bro, that come with some interesting shit. Don't come with me with that like generic ass shit,
Facts.
Yeah.
PSA. Yeah.
How about?
Yeah. I would just say be a good human being,
Oh, of course. Like, always gotta be respectful.
Like, no, like, just if you're looking to hook up, like, don't pretend like, you're like fucking digging this girl, but like all you do is want to like fuck her,
Oh,
But,
yeah.
guys will be guys, yeah.
It's not an excuse anymore.
Yeah.
Gotta be clear about your intentions, what you're looking for, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be aware, because not a lot of guys will tell you that straight up, and they'll just fuck you and ghost you.
Yeah.
Everyone except me. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm playing. Well, I'm not playing, but sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's
So
the case,
true.
and I hear girls always talking about, oh, well, like this guy used me or whatever, and
Yo.
it's like traumatic, for them.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's also traumatic when girls use guys,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
just
true.
a piece of meat.
That's true.
I have a personality. Wine and
That's
dine
true.
me.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Exactly.
It is.
How do you guys feel about the preferences and things like that you can do for Hinge and Coffee Meets Bagel? Like, obviously, it's like, yeah, you have your preferences, but personally, I kind of think it's fucked up. Especially with the ethnicity thing. Like, I think
don't.
religion and stuff like that, I think is fair.
Why waste time on people that you're not interested? Yeah, I get it that, you should love everybody, you should give everyone a chance, but people experience stuff that, I don't know and you don't know, and they just have a preference for next time that who they want to date and things like that.
And I think there's a option to take that filter out if you wanted
Yeah.
to. So
No, for sure.
I think it's just giving the freedom to do it.
Why waste time,
And
It's like
it's like you don't want to waste time.
Like I don't want to put anyone out there, but like it's like I feel like white girls don't generally are attracted to Asian people.
Yep, and we touched on this on our masculinity episode. If you haven't heard that, go check that out.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that frequency.
Yeah, but I mean that's my whole thing, right? It's like you're building up those walls and those restrictions up for yourself. I just, again, personal view,
Yeah,
I just think it's a wasted opportunity not to have those chances to meet other people from other backgrounds.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you can have your preference, but like I think, like, don't limit yourself. Is my thinking, right? Like, there's so many great people in the world and from different backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think just some people don't want to meet people. Like,
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah,
If they're not interested in.
like different backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
with
like
religion, I
they-
get it. Religion
not
can
even
be
just-
tough.
No, not even religion or ethnicity. It might be like girls not wanting to meet someone that's 6 feet or under. You know what I
Is
mean?
that a preference
Or 6
too?
feet or
Height?
over. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there like you could have that preference. And
There's height in.
Yeah, there's height.
Damn.
It's the
Oh, you're
creamy
right. In
version.
Coffee Meets Bagel, there is. That's
It's
fucked up. That's fucked
It is.
up, bro.
It's fucked up, but like, what can you do? It's just like. I don't want to say anything, but like
I
could-
think it's fucked up.
I'm just saying,
I'm not stressing, but like,
fucked
I think
up,
it's
but
fucked
like,
up.
dude, I rarely met a girl that's like, oh, like I'm okay if they're like, under 6 feet or if they're like 5'5". I've never heard any girl say that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're not gonna be like, yeah, I'm like open to meeting someone that's 5'2". Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I
I
always
mean,
want
again,
someone tall.
I mean, no one's limiting them to that. Like,
Yeah.
they just don't want to,
Yeah.
So it's like
True.
it's a two-way street. Sorry.
Yeah, it is two-way street. Yeah, it's like if they don't want to meet me, it's like there's some people, like there's certain people that don't want to meet you, and there's
Yeah.
certain people that you don't want to meet them.
Man, love is love, my G's. Just, meet good people, have fun, have a good time,
Yeah.
be kind.
By all means, there's no hate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that is not the opposite of love. Sorry,
Oh.
the opposite
Dropping
of love.
dropping that wisdom like it's
The opposite
Shit.
of love is
Pastor Lee right here.
not caring. So I guess we're at that.
Why
Sorry.
don't you get closer to the mic?
Yeah, why'd you get so close?
With that being said, sorry.
True.
Any closing thoughts with dating apps, guys?
I say to those who are wondering or considering using it, just try it out,
Yeah.
experience,
Mhm.
and keep everything in moderation, and you should be good. That's my 2 cents. I think I think that's really important. Keeping in moderation.
Yeah, definitely. But again, if you're not, like, just understand the risks, right? Like, just know you're
Exactly.
going into a place where you can be seen as someone that's,
Yeah.
Mhm.
all over the place and all over the
Yeah.
people and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like if you have like on your bio, like looking to fuck, guys, like a lot of your coworkers or your friends might see that too.
Yeah. Friends of family.
Friends and family,
Cousins.
and words are gonna
Who knows?
spread. So just be careful what you put out there.
Yeah. Definitely.
With that being said, also use protection. Sorry.
What the?
This guy's like, don't use dating apps.
Go-
But if you do,
gonorrhea and STDs. I think I read somewhere that it's on the rise. So yeah, just
On the rise?
yeah.
Jesus. Cases are going up? Sorry.
Cases are going up, man.
My closing thoughts would just be, if you see me, you didn't.
If you see him, swipe right.
But also, yeah, maybe, if you guys are interested and this is something that, I don't know, maybe we can dive into this deeper. Maybe we can kind of go through our dating profiles or review other people's dating profiles or something like that. Like, I think stuff like that's always fun. And,
Ooh, that'd be a good YouTube
I think it's
video.
interesting how we kind of cater our profiles to express ourselves. So maybe you guys want to see that, or we can like judge each other and stuff like that. That'd be kind of fun too. But yeah, if you guys want to hear more stories, hear us diving deeper into maybe some more Tinder, social dating app stories, stuff like that, let us know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And don't forget to follow us on our Spotify and our Instagram at Finch.
Yeah, that's my line.
I stole it.
And and if you guys resonated with us or have anything that any feedback, or if you want to slide in Josh or Andrew's DM,
Shut the fuck
feel free to message us. We love to chat with you guys.
Feel free to like us on Tinder. Sorry, what?
No, please don't. If you see us, you didn't.
Yeah. All right, guys. Enjoy your rest of the week, and we'll catch you guys next time.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Peace. Yeah, maybe we need to have a sex episode where we touch on like proper or not
How to don a condom properly.
It'll be a YouTube video.
Yeah, with a banana. or
Sorry.
Or we can't do that. Or maybe
make a porno account.
What the?
What
Okay, cut
the?
that out.
All right.